This was one of those ideas that I took way too far, and it took a very long time. But it was a lot of fun because we got a really stupid result, so I think you're gonna like the end. Because you can never really take things too far, can you? The best crab game in existence recently got an update, so we're gonna do our best to break it once again. I've got this blue orb launcher thing, so it seems like that could be a lot of fun. So let's rain our orbs down on the idiots and try and find some of that new stuff. The first wave of enemies did manage to hit me already, so we're not off to a great start. But that's okay, we're gonna rely entirely on damage. Fire high damage bullets along with your shot, so somewhere in that mixer is going to be a high damage. And this level we need to destroy all the nests along with the idiots, so we'll go get on that. So far the nests don't seem entirely hard to destroy, especially with my Orby weapon. That thing's going to hit us back though, so we need to be aware of the shotgun crab. This is a little bit more difficult than I remember it, but we just need a few upgrades to get to where we're going. Giant explosion, we're winner, damage upgrade. An epic perk already. Damage increased after every 5 one-shot eliminations. We're not going to get a lot of those yet, but we will eventually. Why yes, I think I will. It's an elite fire crab. He looks like he's firing bouncing orbs at me, so as long as I'm mostly staying out of the way of those, we're going to be perfectly fine. Gonna rely on my razor quick crab reflexes. Yeah, you heard me, razor quick. Out of the chest we get epics again. Look at these two perks. This one, chance to get an extra chest when flawlessly clearing an island, and this one, chance to get an extra chest after clearing each island. Why would we not take that one? Next we're gonna take this, we'll get 2 random chests out of it, maybe 3 if we're lucky. So we just gotta kill the idiots. Idiots will spawn spikes when they die. As long as we're not standing basically where they die, we'll be fine. Not sure what that is. Hammer crab. I've always wanted to fight a hammer crab, and we're done with that. I think we're done with that. Not sure what that was. This is the kind of game where you just need to embrace the chaos and keep shooting everything. That's a grenade crab, and they're very descriptive. You know what you're getting just by reading their name. Those are all explosives. They all blew each other up. And I think that's about that, except for whatever that is. Well, we didn't get our extra chest, but we did get 2 chests, and that's perfectly fine. Max health increased after every one-shot elimination. Again, that's not going to happen often, but when it does, we'll slowly upgrade. I want critical hit chance increased. That's maybe going to pair with the aforementioned perk. And this was the elemental update, so we're going to take the elemental chest times 2. Enemies here are going to be armored. Their armor so far is quite weak. What just hit me? Oh, probably one of the fire skulls would be my guess, or the banana slug thing. At least this orb gun has lots of range on it. Like I can sit way back here and hit the enemies. Really no limit to how far I can shoot. Oh, that was it. Just elites and some idiot on the ground. Nice and easy. Okay, we're gonna take fire shot. Shots burn enemies. Hopefully that stacks because we can do a lot. Shots poison enemies. We'll do poison and burn. Then it's off to the shop where to start we're going to get a random shot, steal more damage, but spread is heavily increased. We'll try that. Yeah, that's still fine. We just have to get closer to the enemies. Well, I've got $500. This will discount the shop prices, and it itself is discounted. So that's going to take other things down. You know what? How does this work? Hopefully this is a permanent thing and I'm not just throwing my money away. Well, I'm going to buy this as many times as I can afford it right now because the other upgrades aren't that fun anyway. And I think prices are going to be down moving forward and we're going to hit a lot of shops. Now it's time to fight an elite, who is probably that one. But we do poison and fire now, so as long as we're not sitting in poison ourselves, that thing should melt away with bullets. We fire with such fast fire rate that we're really going to stack up the damage. So there was an epic chest as well. Increased damage, fire rate, and reload speed sounds pretty fun. Yeah, we'll take that. Extra fire rate, can't go wrong. We're gonna take HP because that's just a permanent upgrade for us, and then right back to work on a biome. Now we're in the frozen wastelands of Canada. But the extra damage and fire rate feels good, especially against these little crabs. I don't think we can one-shot them, but eventually, hopefully, we can one-shot something to further increase our damage a lot. Shot an enemy and a scorpion popped out. That's some kind of elite. Luckily, we can just sit here and light it on fire and poison it real bad. And that's done. That actually dropped for me sharp shot, just flat extra damage. So we just add extra damage all of our shots. So shotgun crab over there is going to die quicker than ever. Shots deal more damage when hip firing, but less damage when aiming. I never really aim, so that's just pure damage for us. This time we're going to go for a luck chest. We always love luck. It's pretty much what I base my entire strategy of everything on. Because you can really seem like the luckiest person in the world if you just have too much time on your hands. Just keep trying and eventually luck will happen. This island went down suspiciously easy. There really wasn't much going on. We'll take chance to instantly reload after each elimination. We got a pretty big magazine on this, but that will just help us. We gotta should be looking out for these. Chance to double your health, chance to half the health. We just halved our health. So I'm probably not going to touch that thing again, because even if I double my health now, well, if I half my health again, we're really screwed. I'm not actually sure what killed the rest of the crabs there. Gain a random legendary pickup but lose 66% of your max health. I mean, we have so little max health now, that's actually tempting. We're actually going to do this, believe it or not. Shots bring down ice strikes that damage and freeze nearby enemies. And we now have 70 HP total. But that's okay, we'll find some HP upgrades. We're still early on, so we just won't take any damage for a little while. We're going to take Sharp Shot. Shots deal additional flat damage. See, perfect. The next place is going to have explosive enemies, which is obviously wildly dangerous, but we're going to get 2 times health chests. So if we let them all pull up like that, we can blow them all up together. Then they can die like a family. That rock was bleeding, but everything's dead. These are both health chests, so that's huge for us. Max health increased after every one-shot elimination. That's actually the best out of that. And max health goes up by 100. Yes. So at least we're at 187 HP now. But that's obviously going to be worth it. Wow, did not expect those to pop out so close to me. That's not super great for us. Just keep shooting. Freezing, poisoning. Yeah, okay, we got the big ones dead, and we got a free upgrade out of that. What is this? Enemies eliminated at close range, drop health, I think that was. It's hard to read when I'm getting murdered. Enemies eliminated at close range, drop more crystals, so we can get rich by getting right up in their business. Oh, my HP jumped up to 220. I think maybe we exploded some crabs in one shot and that helped our HP go up. I didn't realize the explosions could help that. That could be interesting for us. This wave was also like alarmingly harder than all the ones we've done so far, so hopefully that's not a trend that keeps up. But we'll enjoy our double relic chest. Critical hit chances increased by 1% after clearing each island. We've got a lot of islands to go. And reload speed increased by 75%. That's huge. And we get to go to the store, which is now an icy wasteland. That also comes with a fair bit of money. Wonder if I should have killed those closer up and gotten a bonus. This will do more damage when hip firing. We'll take that. I do want to re-roll these. Only 18 to re-roll, so we'll get some better items. Shots deal additional flat damage is actually... enemies take damage when extinguishing fire. I don't really know what that means, so we'll take it because we're doing a lot of fire. And we're going to re-roll one more time and hopefully get an HP upgrade. Well, I will take an epic weapon mod. Chance to fire close range AoE blast along with your shots. And that also, we can get one more level of that if we want. So that means our DPS will go up. Yeah, that feels pretty powerful. Time to fight an elite. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Oh, right. Elite skull. Okay, we're doing tons of damage though. Okay, so damage is fine. Our armor, not so fine, but what else is new? Luckily, we do get a healing chest, so that will hopefully give us 100 HP. I'm going to take Mega Crit. Chance for shots to Mega Crit, deal 3 times crit. Critical hit damage is 200, so I think it's going to be 600 damage if I'm understanding that correctly. Plus, every time we clear an island, our critical hit chance goes up. So, okay, I don't think that actually froze when I opened the menu. That was scary. I pretty much did nothing and destroyed this island. I don't really know what I'm doing at this point, but we're clearly putting out a lot of damage. As I was saying, critical hit chance is currently 9%, so 1 in 9 of those is going to be a crit. I don't really like any of these, so we're going to salvage them and move on. I'm glad our HP jumped back up though. That was getting scary for a while, but we're up to 314 potentially. Early game, we can definitely take more risks because enemies are generally pretty stupid. As long as I'm not being completely stupid, these go down super easy. I'm going to take green crystals after clearing each island because we got a lot of islands to go. I'm going to take 2 more health chests here while we get an extra chest if we eliminate more than 90 enemies on this island. Oh, I got excited when I saw something gold. There are a lot of enemies on this island, but we're at 53 already. I'm not sure if this is a time thing. We didn't get 90 in time, did we? I've also just got to be a lot more careful about taking damage. So here's a pretty good one. Max health increase for making purchases at shops. And given that we're getting extra money after every single round, those are gonna synergize well. Okay, enemies heal nearby enemies when eliminated, but we get 2 times elemental chests out of this. And every time these purple rocks are money. That's why I always blow them up. Scorpion's dead. Pufferfish in the desert. That makes sense. We are absolutely a glass cannon right now. We are destroying everything, but enemies that get in real close to us can just about one-shot us. Plus, I don't know what most of the enemies actually do now. There's a lot of new ones and a lot that I don't remember, so I'm constantly being attacked by all sorts of things. The strategy, as always, is just keep moving and keep shooting. As long as we're moving, we're avoiding most of the damage and just getting the DPS out on idiots. I did just get an achievement for doing over 100,000 damage in a single shot, so that bodes well for our potential damage and life increases. Oh, this is a good one. Enemies apply existing poison stacks to nearby enemies when eliminated. Ice strength increased. I think ice is our AoE that bursts out of us once in a while. I'm going to assume my HP is okay for now. I want this because we get 2 random chests, and we like random chests. I don't like levels like this that start with enemies potentially all around you though. These guys are all armored as well, so they're going to put up with more. But we do have some nice icy explosions too that are also now more effective. That is a really big armored scorpion. Okay, we're gonna circle back this way to get away from all that. The elemental damage really is adding up too. Whatever that ice effect is, I can't remember what we have that does that, but it's wrecking things. And what luck, we got 3 random chests out of this deal. Max health is certainly going up by 100. That's going to be big for us. Health regenerates over time while on an active island. Yes, that's going to be helpful for our healing. That made us a lot tougher. Fire rate increased. So I don't know if we can actually, yeah, fire rate's 115%. Now it's 127%. Given that we have lots of like damage on hit, like stacking fire and ice, that's going to be a big one. Max health is going up by another 100. And I think every time we buy one of these as well, damage increased after every 5 one-shot eliminations. So far we gained 13 damage from that, so that is happening once in a while. So we're going to buy another one of those, and then we're going to re-roll. Shots poison enemies. Yep, our fire rate just went up, so increased maximum health by 250. Fire strength increased. Max health by 100. Ability cooldown reduced. Yeah, okay. Heal after eliminating enemies. Now we're going to be invincible. Shops contain more goods for sale. Chests contain more loot choices. Wow, these are really good. Chance to block incoming damage. Don't have the money for that. But our DPS is going up. Damage is going to be real big. About to fight an elite. I assume it's that thing. We just got to get going with our buildup of elemental damage, and it's already dead. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're going to take another 100 HP. There's an extra choice. I'm going to get another mega crit chance. That's now at level 2. So 1 in 5 when there's a critical strike is going to be the super critical strike, and our critical chance is going up. It's already at 14%. Critical chance is likely going to get up to 100%, so every hit will also be a critical hit at that point. And therefore 1 in 5 will be a super critical hit, which means our damage will be absolutely bananas. Enemies here are definitely tougher. Shots deal more damage for each magazine remaining in the bullet remaining in the magazine. It's hard to read that while I'm doing this. So every time I one-shot an enemy too, our damage and HP goes up, but that damaging is going to be big because that's going to make bigger crits and therefore bigger mega crits. Can random pick up and lose 25% of your health. Yeah, okay. And this one is ice strength increased. I'm going to take sharp shot. We currently have a 12 flat damage bonus, and now we have a 16, so that was actually pretty considerable. This one will come with a crit chest. If I could boost that crit chance a little sooner than later, I would feel better about a lot of things. Hopefully we can one-shot a lot of those and therefore get some damage boost. Do those count as one-shotting? I feel like they have to have. Some stronger enemies in the back, simply blocker skulls. I think they mostly just get in the way, but we can take them down pretty quickly because damage. There's a lot of good ones here, so we're going to get more crit chests in the future, but for now I'm going to take this, the mega crit, because now at least we'll have about a 1 in 3 chance to mega crit when critting. Then we're going to take on a nice elite. It's a nice shiny gold fire skull. I've got fire damage too and poison, so you're dead. Epic chest will therefore have something amazing for us. Chance for critical hits to create powerful explosions. And then we're going to go to a critical chance chest island, so provided we survive this, which we will, we'll get even more crit goodies. I kind of regret we got that upgrade a while back that makes my shots like less accurate. That's starting to annoy me at range. The hitboxes aren't super critical in this game, but it would be a little bit more efficient if I didn't have to spray quite this many bullets. But lucky us, we get 2 critical chests. Chance for critical hits to fire damaging arrows at enemies. Okay, that's also quite good. That arrow deals 40 damage, so that's actually quite a lot. And we're going to do a lot of crits. We could get straight critical hit damage. Our critical hit damage is currently 200%, so if we take that 250%, wow, that's definitely worth it, because now the super crits are going to be even bigger. So we're going to take more crits again. I want to see if I can upgrade that more times. It looks like the enemy started on the wrong island, so we're just going to spray in their direction for now and hopefully make one of them explode in a ball of... Okay, never mind. We're going to them. That's okay. I'm a lot more dangerous up close. To be fair, they are too. But once we're up close, we just destroy everything in these giant explosions of poison and everything we see. I don't know if the poison is even mine or theirs at this point. Well, it's only a single chest, but I'll take it. So increase critical hit chance again, or damage rather, so it's now 300. So the super crits are going to be 900% damage. At the shop, wow, I re-rolled once and it closed. That's pretty annoying. So we'll take ice strength increased, a chance to get an extra chest after clearing an island, that's at level 2, and heal after eliminating enemies. There's also this, cost 243 crystals to enhance a random compatible mod or perk. Did it say what it did? I'm unsure what that did. What it did doesn't matter. We're gonna fight the boss. And given the amount of elemental damage and just flat damage we're doing, it should go down quick. If it wanted to make an appearance at any point, you're welcome. Ooh, I found it. That's new. Giant ant. He's got quite a bit of armor. We're going to get out of his way of his poison balls. Once the armor goes down, he should melt away. He's got quite a few stacks of stuff on him as it is. Yeah, there we go. And even more. I just realized I'm not really sure what effect my base weapon has. I don't know if it has like a damage over time or not. Because there is a purple meter on that guy and I'm not really sure what it is. Should I be concerned about whatever it is that landed out there? There's 2 keys here. I'm assuming my other key is out there. Well, we got a healing chest, which is nice, and a legendary with lots of options. So we'll take extra armor. Since we already have legendary ice strike, shots bring down ice strikes that damage and freeze nearby enemies. That's the one doing a lot of damage. We're going to take this. Shots create icy storms that deal damage over time. So we're going to do double ice. So instead of Crab Island, we're going to loop and get stronger. So yeah, okay, that's what's falling out of the sky and wrecking everything. That one's obviously super powerful because as soon as we had that, that felt like it just started wrecking everything. So maybe this will turn into a nice ice build. We'll just make ice obscenely strong. We're going to do collector damage increase for each perk level that you have. Our current global damage maybe is 113. That went up to 185. That was like a 50% damage increase. That's just lots of damage. Okay, not sure what that was. A ring of fire. After this, we'll get another crit chest though, so our critical hits will be even better. Our critical hit chance is still only 22%, so I'm actually going to buy this to see how much it goes up by. That added 6%. So 1 in 3 is now a crit. That feels pretty good. Oh, so we just need to destroy the nest, but once we start getting our damage on them, they pretty much self-destruct. Like, that's already done. It was actually that easy. I also want the ultra shot, chance to fire high damage bullets along with your shot, because the higher chance we have of that, if those are crits or mega crit, that would be a giant shot. I guess we'll also take every 5th shot deals more damage, and there's also one of these. Get an extra chest, but triple the enemies that spawn, and then sure, I can handle triple enemies. We're also going to go here where there's luck chests. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have such big AoE at this point, the triple enemies probably isn't really going to be that big of a difference for us. Because look at the giant like frost novas going out. Yeah, we definitely got a few different things. I think critical hits cause explosions potentially too. We got a few different things that just cause a big mess. Sort of tired of it, like waiting for them to spawn. So I just wanted them to group up a little bit. That way we could just sort of take out the big cluster of them all at once in a big satisfying massacre. Now we got 3 lucky chests because we just have good luck. We're gonna get a chance to instantly reload after each elimination because we already have one of those. We're gonna get that times 3 because I don't want to take up any spots we don't need to. Luck chests aren't really that fun is what I'm learning. There's 2 greed chests here. I don't really know what greed chests are. I know that I'm a greedy person, so yeah, it's gonna suit our playstyle perfectly. I can't remember what the challenge of this was. Oh, shrapnel. Enemies explode into a burst of balls, it looks like. That's fine, because we're mostly killing them from way back here anyway, so that by the time their balls come toward us, we can just easily dodge them. Okay, so 2 different greed chests. What do we got? Global damage multiplier increased, but more enemies spawn? Sure. Gain crystals, but also lose health at the start of each hit? Yep, that's fine. Global damage for me is now up to 250%. Shots are surrounded by auras that deal constant damage. That's good because we shoot a lot of shots. We currently get 2% of our max health after eliminating an enemy. I think that's probably going up to 3%. So the more max health we have, the stronger that's going to be. Shots pierced through enemies is actually a really big one. We can get that a few times apparently. Alright, we're just going to keep buying that because we're going to get super piercing. Shots pierced through 5 enemies. That's such overkill. Now we can also get this. Nope, we can't. We can if we do this, gain 508 crystals but lose 25% of our health. These are healing things back here, so we can actually put a lot of that right back on. And then we still can't afford this, so that was stupid, but let's fight the elite. 2 elites. Elite lightning crab with lots of armor apparently. Okay, that's okay. We got their damage. Once they get through that shield, they go down quick. And that's an elite ramming grub. And they are dead. Ooh, this one's really good. Upgrade epic chest to legendary chest when flawlessly clearing an island. Don't know how often that's going to happen anymore, but if and when it does, legendaries are obviously insanely strong. I cleared this island. I don't know if it was flawlessly because normally you would say flawlessly, I think, but I'll take a damage chest. This one's simply a nest level, so if we do manage to do it flawlessly, which we never mind, we did it almost flawlessly. We don't need to increase our poison strength, and we'd have to drop something. We might be able to recycle that though. Critical hit chance is up to 35%, so we're just going to increase its damage, so it's up to 259% crit damage. So we'll take more critical hit damage. There's also another one of these, 50% chance to double max health. Probably shouldn't tempt fate again. We will take 2 times lucky chests. Not really sure what this level is, but it's been going on for a while, and it is considerably harder than a lot of the other levels we've done. Like, there are skulls everywhere. I guess I did select some of the options at one point to have extra enemies showing up so we could be a little bit stronger because of it. But this level is really going crazy with the amount of skulls. Anyways, we're done. 2 luck chests. I forgot how much I don't like luck chests. Ooh, this one will be good. Gain an extra chest, but triple the enemies that spawn next island. Yes, because it's going to be an elite, so that could be, did I just triple that? That's going to be interesting. If I can do this flawlessly, we'll get a whole bunch of legendary. I do actually want to gain more dashes. Oh, we don't have room for that anyway. But we can take collector, I think. So our global damage is 269%. Now it's 396%. Legendary. Chance to fire spinning axes along with your shots? Yes. Fire starter. Fire strength increased? Yep. HP? Yep. Here's an abilities mod. Abilities explode into ice damage areas. We do a lot of ice. Alright, so let's figure out how many bosses we're about to fight and if I can do this flawlessly. So far, okay, there's a lot of elites. We're not doing this flawlessly. I made a grave error. I didn't mean to hit that chest twice. Okay, we're already down quite a bit of HP. Okay, we just gotta keep the fire going on them. Yeah, if they're all grouped up, that's actually really good for us. Oh, if we had done this flawlessly, that would have been so much chest. Okay, we're gonna get behind another obstacle. Alright, well, we got that all figured out, and now look at all the chests we get. Key chest. Oh, these would have been 3 legendary chests. Chance for shots to spawn damaging drills on impact. There's an extra mega crit chance. But there's also just juice, increased damage, fire rate, and reload speed. Haven't seen that one in a while. That's actually big for us. Chance for critical hits to cause explosions is probably going to be the one we get. A few arenas later and we are absolutely wrecking things, but our global damage should jump up to 414%. Our crit chance and damage is getting so stupid at this point, we're basically just wiping everything in an instant. At the next shop, I found a legendary treasure. Enemies have a small chance to drop loot when eliminated. I also just found this thing with the mega crit, so we're just buying a whole bunch of mega crits. So now we have a 60% chance to mega crit when landing a crit, and our base crit is 50%. So in case you're wondering, that's gonna look like this. That thing's actually hard to hit because it moves a lot, but once actually shots land on it, it insta-dies. Oh, there's a second one. Great. Come right into my fire range and you're dead. Another legendary. All chance-based perks and totems are 75% more likely to trigger. So our critical hit chance at this point apparently is up to 91%. The damage is 550, and that goes up really big thanks to my super crits. So now mostly just to survive levels, all I need to do is go like this. I just fire back and forth, I kill enough things that I constantly reload, and nothing can get to me. Sometimes their projectiles will make it through, or if there's a hill in the way, but I don't have to try anymore. So the DPS earlier would climb into the thousands, now it easily climbs into the hundreds of thousands. I'm also using the enhancement totem. I can read on the right, like drill shot was just increased, sharpened axe was increased. So like sharpened axe is legendary, so now it's arcanifying, so I assume it will arc with some kind of damage. And that thing did not need any more damage. So this is the final boss thing again. This is much easier than it was last time. So we're going to try and kill this one without taking any damage, never mind. Well, we're still going to just kill it. It was literally just that easy. This level I needed to do flawless to get an extra chest, and I think that's going to be easy considering they all have to come through that cave, and I can fire all this damage straight through that cave. I don't ever even have to reload, they're dropping loot as they go. I've also increased the amount of items for sale in the shop just to give myself a better odds of finding things. I also got a legendary here. Abilities explode into clusters of bombs, and this is an infinite buy, so I could literally buy that again and again. Also, here's a good one. Ice strength increased by 250%, but fire no longer does anything. That's okay. I can even drop my fire perks at this point then. We're at the next shop, and I really love how the game just lets you keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, we're just increasing the amount of items for sale at the shop. Okay, we're about to fight the ice bosses. I did an XL totem, so there's more of them. They're pretty much dead already, though. Because I did it flawlessly, we get 3 legendary chests. Just finished purchasing at the shop one more time. Our DPS is obviously well into the millions. So we'll see what the final boss has to say about that. This one came with armor. Wow, it actually survived the first clip. That thing did not. I just finished a wave, and I think we have a 2% chance for enemies to drop loot, so we got all these items for free. I really feel like this is exploitable to get this many items in the shop, considering I can pretty much buy whatever I want. And I finally just found the Relic of Dividends. Gain 10% of your total crystals as a bonus after clearing each island. So we could pretty much make unlimited money. And also we have a thing where the more money we have, the more damage we do. And that's going to be funny because our damage is already so stupid that like we absolutely instant destroy everything. But the game hasn't broken yet, so this isn't good enough. Ooh, the frame rate dropped to like 40 on this one. We're getting closer. So here's something that's pretty good to find at the shop because critical hit damage, and we could buy this infinitely. It's also got a pretty good discount on itself earlier. Plus we have about $700,000, so critical hit damage is going to go way up. All the way to 2200% for a crit. So DPS now is tens of millions easy. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit carried away because I bought so many auto loaders now that we have a 99% chance to instantly reload after an elimination, while my DPS has gone up to 160 million at least. So if you want to see what that looks like against the final boss on like Lap a million. We just gotta fire a little burst at them. The frame rate drops and a whole bunch of damage happens. We're done. We're definitely making progress on breaking things because this is turned sideways. This has been going on for a while. I'm basically on a quest to break the game at this point with enough damage. I obviously have a lot of upgrades, some of which are getting into the hundreds of levels, and our damage currently is that a quick burst gets 3 billion DPS. But I've got 22 million crystals to spend, so I can buy a lot more upgrades. Especially when you consider the shop prices are discounted 92% currently. And wouldn't you know it, we just re-rolled into infinity shop discounts. So by spending say $1 million on this, we're gonna get a 99% or greater discount. Shop prices are discounted by 99%. And you know what, we're gonna keep going. I'm not sure if it's gonna matter at this point, but we've got money to spend. We've officially defeated the game at this point because we're making 10% interest every round, so we're making 1.9 million every island, and shop prices are non-existent. I just re-rolled into a legendary Ice Storm Infinity thing. It costs 16,000 because it's a legendary. But that's still unreasonably cheap, and we can buy unlimited of these. So it currently deals 1120 damage and applies 2240 ice stacks over 4 seconds. So by the time we hit level 73, the upgrades are costing almost $200,000, but now we're dealing 6,000 damage and 12,000 over 4 seconds. So the damage is well into the billions. So we'll give this a quick boss test, a burst for him, a burst for him, and even the explosions that come off of the boss has killed everything. I've got so many choices for the chests now that they're just overlapping in a big broken mess. Also, I'd like to note that every time we get hit, we get a 76% damage increase. That's why I'm sitting here taking all this. They're barely even hurting me at this point, so we're just getting pure damage. At this point, I don't think I should extend the shop anymore because it's going to be unusable soon. The problem with having so many enemies drop so many items is it's getting hard to find the chests so I can move on to the next level. We're also starting to get pretty good drops in the frame rate. I got down to 22 FPS there. Also getting a little bit hard to see what's happening. Here's another good one to find in the Infinity Shop. Juiced. Increased damage, fire rate, and reload speed. I like all of these. At level 101, the upgrades are costing 220,000, but we're getting 1530% damage and fire rate. So we'll keep going for just a little while. At level 180, the upgrades are costing $400,000, and then we get a 2700 damage increase. So it's just a lot. I don't think the numbers are reading properly anymore. But like, here's the final boss on wave 196. We can just go like that, and that thing dies, and the overflow damage didn't actually touch a giant ant. But we can just go like that and he dies. And hilarious as it is to have all of this loot dropping all over the place, it's actually just getting in the way and not adding damage anymore. So I'm going to remove that perk. I've also just found sturdy totems on the infinity pole. Totems have more guaranteed uses before they explode. So I'm going to upgrade this a lot. So I think this is the final piece to break things because we can get like 1,000 uses out of a totem before they break. So I can re-roll to get whatever I want in this infinity slot. Plus I've got 460 million crystals to spend on it currently. Okay, so totems currently have 130 more guarantees before they explode, so we get 130 rerolls to stack up whatever items we want. I've just bought 145 levels of Big Meg. We did have 30 bullets in our magazine before. We're currently at 111. Now we're up to 2050. You know what? Now that I'm here, I'm not sure I can help myself. Shops contain more goods for sale. Well, let's buy like 300 levels of this. See how badly the game will break next shop. So it looks like there's a cap at level 255. Either that or there's only 255 items in the game. Either way, the next shop's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm also a very fast crab, and I just found an item that I can still get that increases my damage for every bonus movement speed I have. So 2 levels of that gives me 1000% bonus. So we just need to buy 255 levels of this. Well, that was fun. 255 levels of that thing, which gives us 127,000% damage, which feels adequate. Those numbers definitely are not working anymore. So we can ask the boss, but I'm pretty sure we're going to evaporate everything just by looking at it, and that's weird. I think regular enemies are also going to die in an absolute blink. We also cause a lot of explosions, and our explosion radiuses are absolutely huge, so we really only have to fire once generally, and everything just goes off in a chain reaction. Also, I'm not really sure what's going on with my black hole disc thing, but those things really linger. Oh, something actually survived. Here's another elite challenge. They nicely lined up for me. They're dead. Now they have to deal with the black hole saw thing. Anyways, we've made it back to the shop, so let's see if this thing can actually load. It did work. It just keeps going way out into the distance. Aw, this feels better. I'm pretty sure we have every item in existence somewhere along this line. Yeah, it actually runs out at the end. There's just no more items anymore. But our infinity piece, very important. We need more of this. I really didn't think the game was gonna let this happen. I thought it would just fold back in on itself or something. anything, but here we are. And I've just realized how far out that way it goes. What I didn't realize is that it actually extends this way as well, way out into the horizon. So if you've ever been curious what every item in the game looks like lined up in a row, well, you're seeing it now. I don't know if there's anything we haven't unlocked, but it feels like it doesn't matter at this point. There's items for ever and ever and ever and ever. And we can buy them all basically infinitely. There's nothing stopping us now. Except for I don't want to go through all that and refresh the shop that many times every time I want a bunch of items. I'm definitely convinced that the DPS on this goal maxes out at about 4.5 billion because we've been there for like an hour and a half and we've gotten a lot more damage since then. Well, now that I've got $3.2 billion in the bank, let's see what the final boss is like. So far it's just the two of them. I'm pretty sure I can just go like that. Yeah, they're dead. This single run only took a little over 5 hours to get to this point. So that's a lot better than I thought, but with that I think we'll consider it a crab victory. At which point I've unlocked many things because we had a lot of achievements.